Welcome back to Backroom Convos. I'm your host with the most Lesego M, Daddy Report, aka Feature Short, and maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy like Cairo. Listen, if you're a fan of pod, stay tuned because you might like what we're cooking. Yeah, an update from yesterday's episode. You remember we released the pod in a walk with Lesego M in the morning. So basically a pod in the morning is a segment that we have in the podcast where I will be randomly doing that every morning, releasing that, and even maybe in the afternoon as well, depending on how the day goes by, you know what I mean? So yeah, just a quick update. I was surprised at how clean or semi-clean the audio was. I was like, what? I could really hear myself very clear. It was very crisp, but I just wanted to you see the low ends where you can hear the background. I just had to filter that out by just adding sound to it, so it doesn't sound, or you don't hear the finer things considering they were there, the wind that was blowing you couldn't hear because I added that sound. I haven't listened to the episode myself, but I just did for the past 45 seconds. I didn't listen to the entire 20 minutes episode, but the first 45 to a minute I did listen, and I was like, okay, I think if we can add an overlay of a song or beat over this and speak over that, it'll just cover some of these small ends or the background noises that were in there. But nonetheless, man, I wouldn't say I enjoyed it. It was a new feeling for me, new experience for sure. So I didn't have I didn't have the show cards. Didn't know, for most of the time I didn't know what to speak about, that's for sure. So I think going forward, should we continue releasing this morning in the pod with Lesego M episodes, we need to figure out how to bridge a gap between that, because I can't just be out here saying nothing to a lot of people that are going to work, you know what I mean? I need to bring in substance to the show, and I think by so doing, by whatever that I'm doing now, I'm trying to see how do I incorporate the knowledge or whatever people like to listen to. That's what I'm trying to figure out now as I'm talking to you. Maybe the progression that we need to take from this point is to speak about certain things in the morning, in the science behind it. Basically, I think that's what I need to focus on and figure that on, speaking. It was a train of thought to wake up in the morning, speak about whatever that's going on without having it written down and researched it. It took a lot for me to be able to freestyle that entire 15 minutes. And I know for sure, there's moments where I said in podcasting, I can run the show without A, B, and C, but that was so different. I was foggy, I didn't know what to say, I just woke up, I just went out, and it was a new experience for sure. For someone like me, it was anyone they would have said, this is not the show for me, or and I want to build myself into it even, so I wanted to do that for myself. So now going forward, I need to figure out that pocket, So for those of you who just joined us or who were with us yesterday on Morning in the Pod, please do let me know what you think about that episode, which was episode 88, and this is episode 89. So next week, before Valentine, we'll be hitting on the 100th episode, and I did speak on that yesterday as well, and I asked you guys to bring me ideas or give me ideas as to how we should spend the 100th episode. Yeah. So the birthday for the podcast is 21 year this year March. Do let me know what you need us to do for that, even the 100th episode and the birthday, they're not far apart, they're a month or so apart, so do let us know what you think and what we need to do for that birthday celebration, or for the 100th episode celebration, you know what I mean? So yeah, what I had in mind, this is just in passing. I know I'm just talking about a lot of things that are not in the show notes for today, for this particular show, but just a side note, it shouldn't be something, wow, just chilling with friends is fine. If you feel like, I need to be at home chilling with friends, or like bring some of my friends to the pod to celebrate the 100th episode, you know what I mean? Like, I think the 100th episode would be me bringing my friends and hearing what they think about the show, if they do support me, of which I doubt they even listen to the show, but we'll just get to invite those people, let them come through the show, ask them a bunch of questions about the podcast, and see are they supporters or are they not. I'm looking forward into that. I think I might as well just do it, just invite a bunch of those people, just have to sit down with them in the podcast, and possibly have an amazing episode with them. So yeah, without any wasting of any time, let's move on. Content, whatever we play for today's content, I'm just going out. So the reason, I think I'm going to give you a reason as to why this song is the song of the day. So the song of the day, I gave Amalobolo by Kevin Momo featuring Backroom M, Sticks, and Nia Brown. Nia Brown is the one why FM. Nia Pale is such an amazing talent, and I like most of the commercial songs that I've heard from Nia Pale. So shout out to her for that. And I was listening to someone who was singing the song on TikTok, I think, TikTok, like 20-30 minutes ago, and I was like, oh, this is like the song, this is like the jam, Amalobolo. And I haven't listened to Coachella, which means peace, Kevin Momo's new album. I haven't listened to it entirely or played it entirely. I know this particular song that I played, and it was released last year. It was released last year with the album Coachella, and Amalobolo was part of that Coachella album, which Coachella means October. Kevin Momo, I think, is song. So even though he grew up in the same hood as me, and but at some point, I think someone told me, I think it's Tato, a guy that I used to work with, is like, yeah, he used to stay in Shawero, so Shawero, that's how Mickey calls it, Shawero. So he used to stay in Shawero, but they knew him Manje when he blew up, shout out to him. So the song currently is sitting at 2.4 million, with just having 3 months or 2 months, if I'm not mistaken, being aired or being placed or being distributed to these DSPs. It's sitting on 2.4. For Momo has a cult following, I do believe now, because I've heard people like Saul say, but Momo has a huge following, So now I believe it because the music is dope, and I even like the cover art, it's representing of who he is in a nutshell. The song and lady dancing, wearing that and saying Corona, So yeah, shout out to him for embracing that. Not a lot of people do that. And the reason I say that, I want us to talk about it. Musa Keys. Yes, Musa Keys. I think Musa Keys is one of those people. I didn't know that Musa Keys was actually Tonga until that gig, or rumors about that gig came out. It was like, what? Who is like this guy? Or I didn't know. Is he Tonga? I always thought it can be Dori or something. Kimpana Pidori or Mbedi or something. But he's Tonga. I didn't know that. And I'm like, I'm not saying this is just an opinion, and so like we all have like different creative processes that we take when we write our music, when we produce, when we do whatever. There's a creative process that one is to go through under, to be inspired, or to inspire other people to do whatever great things that he's doing. I'm not saying Musa Keys is not like appreciative or embracing his culture enough, but I'm just saying, Oguti, it would be nice to see it, to see that trend. A lot of artists take that line in the set. So there's not a lot currently who do that. And I'm not saying this because Kevin Momo is doing it. And I'm like, because Momo is doing it. I'm not saying that, but I think it's a point as well that has to be touched upon, So yeah, do let me know, man, what you think about my opinion in the comment section. And don't forget to follow, rate, and like to get a notification for each and every time we release a new episode. I'm your host with the most, Lesego M, Pod, aka Shoot Your Shot. And maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy, like Cairo. Speaking about music, man, I wanted to speak about Coachella. So TMZ released an article now. It's a blog article where they were saying Coachella 2024 is the slowest ticket sales in a decade. What a deal! So I want us to talk about that in a minute. So shout out to Tyler. He's on the lineup, Friday lineup. I don't know who's the head act on Friday, but he's part of the acts that are performing in Coachella Friday. So shout out to him for that. So yeah, the Coachella scene, or the Coachella thingy festival, for those of you who don't know. So Coachella is a huge festival in the world. So in 2015 reports came out that Coachella tickets went out. They went out of sale. Tickets were sold out. They went out of sale. Sequoia. They sold out tickets in 45 minutes in 2015. In 2022, it took them 2 hours. So like in the past decade, they've been killing it like crazy with like the ticket sales, and now they created a bundle, to see they haven't sold as much ticket as they used to in the past. So as a contingency measure, what they're doing is that they introduced a package where you are able to purchase up to 8 tickets in comparison to last year, which was like 2 tickets. So it tells you a lot to Gucci. They're trying to bring in, or like a different feel to make sure Gucci people are coming in numbers to the festival, So I don't know, like I think this is just me, by the way, Gucci. Like there's just a lot that we are going through lately, man. It's this, it's that, and like it would take someone who's very good at their jobs to like pull this off, or a huge act for people to be like, oh snap, I want to see this person. Because at the moment, I don't think Gucci there's any artist I'm like, besides Tyler, because she's from SA, so I gotta like send the shout outs to her. So besides Tyler, I don't know anybody else, bro. Like, I don't know anybody else who I'm like, oh, that would be dope. Unless if they had Kendrick again, or like the OGs, or Beyonce, or like that might sell, but even them, they come at a higher price, So, but I think if South Africa could help that, Coachella is bigger than that, man. They can have the numbers, go give the numbers to Kendrick, or Kanye, or Drake, or 21 Savage. Maybe they might have a certain influence to people and music. Or Charlie Puth, or like those Charlie Puth is like very big, bro. Like shout out to her as well, because his music is amazing. He's one talented artist, bro. Like so like I'm just trickled. The fact that Doja has a lot of fans, yes, for sure. Doja has a lot of fans. Doja Cat has a lot of fans. For those of you who wonder, Doja has fans. So he's a part of like the Coachella lineup, if I'm not mistaken. And even him, he can close a gap. You know what I mean? She can close the gap. So I'm like, even Doja Cat, they bring him through, and she's not closing the gap. And I think she had a potential to do that. She had a potential to close it up, but because of like I said, just that I wear the pet top. Is it that song, the pet the town read? I wear the pet the town red. I said what they just said. I wear the beat cut. That song, Paint the Town Red. I don't know what the lyrics are to that song, but I like it. Oh, this is the devil. No. It's a nice commercial song though. You'd expect that people would come out and listen to Doja Cat perform. I don't know if she's like the performer. Like when you watch people like Asha performing, you're like, oh, that was a concert, bro. Like, you really enjoy your money's worth of a concert. You're like, yeah, this was worth it. Like you don't go to a concert and you be like, I went to a concert, but that show wasn't nice. Nobody goes to a show to listen to a boring artist, or, like, I think one of a few artists, Taylor Swift is the name. I think she's one of those artists where you listen to and you're like, oh, okay, I just want to see. And she has a lot of fans, by the way. She has a lot of fans. I don't know it's because of race, but she has a lot of fans. And I'm not a fan. And the reason I know some of Taylor Swift's song is because of the collab she did with Kendrick Lamar, which I really like. And she's also a big fan of Kendrick Lamar. I know that because Kendrick is the one person that I enjoy. So yeah, I do like that. And shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Setu, because he also sent me a link to one of the episodes that we're talking about hip hop. You Had Me at Damn is the name of the podcast. You can go out there and listen to that. If you are a hip hop head, you really enjoy people like J. Cole, Drake, and do listen to that. Like, bro, enjoy it. I haven't listened for sure, but I think knowing Setu, I'm so sorry. Knowing Setu, I think there's a lot to unpack on the show. They've unpacked a lot. And even the guy is working it out. I don't remember his name. I don't know his name because I think maybe I've been told of his name, but I don't remember what the name is. And I apologize to you, bro. I apologize to you. But yeah, You Had Me at Damn is a podcast by Setu, and I don't remember the guy. Those, just go out and check it out if you're a hip hop head. They have the latest episode that was released yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Just go out there, enjoy that, and do let me know what you think about that. You know what I mean? Really like to find out, because I also like one of those people, like, I enjoy hip hop. And to tell you how much I enjoy it, there's a song that I was listening now to, a Drake song, I think it's My Brother's Love or something by Drake, shared by my brother. Although he was like going on artists, bro. Artists like Takashi 69. Takashi 69 was part of those people, brothers. I think it's brothers, something, or Story About My Brother. About My Brother. So Drake went hard on that, bro. Like, he really, really went hard on that. And I was listening to the song. It was produced by Conductor Williams and Jimmy Choo. It's an amazing song, bro. And it was part of like the Scary Hours edition, which is a 25-track album by Drizzy Drake, Aubrey Graham himself. So shout out to everybody. So like in the lyrics, I'll just read out a verse that Drake had in there. Like he was like, this is the decompress before the intermission. Done a lot of post game talking, but this ain't one. This ain't different. I told Lee to put him in the car. Don't pistol whip him, and definitely don't shoot his ass till you get the permission. People got a heavy misread on my deposition. Talk about a loose, then hit me up after on some. Please, Drake, listen. NHE, the brain is inconsistent. I got 2 visual bangs on that whip I'm whipping right now, and the other one I'm keeping it mint condition. And nigga bound to slip, even like they said permission. Imagine getting our validation from ex-musicians searching for recognition. Yeah, this one, this bar was for Joe for sure. Like, I hear people on the internet saying it's Joe. I don't know what they're talking about, but they say Joe Biden actually ate Drake up. But I think this is like one of the hardest bars from Drake. I don't care what people think about this, but this right there, nigga, this is the hardest bar. I'll just repeat it. He says, Imagine us getting our validation from ex-musicians searching for recognition. Oh, this too. Like he said, I think Drake said a lot without saying a lot. And if you had to look at the people that Drake is beef, and for some reason I used to think they squashed the beef between them. Joe and Drake squashed the beef, and it's like cool because they were on like video calls sometime. But seeing this, and I'm like, this is like the hardest bar I've had from Drake. I've had better, but like this is one of those hard bars where you go like, like it's hard because you even know who he's talking about. You don't like fish. And you know that because if you're a fan of hip hop, you know who's like an ex-musician searching for recognition. Same story every time. They had the in reputation. On top of the mountain, these niggas still down at the camp, at the base camp. They planning expeditions. You're the type to catch a child, head to the deposition. and act like the rapper named after a sex position. Takashi 69 is the name of the rapper. Okay, but let me tell you about my brother though. He repeats that like a couple of times. Then he says, man, let me tell you about my brother though. My brother, I told you that my brother, a tombstoner. Diamonds and violence made us bond. We grew closer. Brother's a clip loader. My brother is sick soldier. That nigga stick it all to you for real. He ain't a lip roller. My brother ain't bothered. I bought him a Range Rover. My brother a flamethrower. It's like he playing EDM. That nigga a chain smoker. That's a bar. I really like that bar from Jay. Like even how the cadence to the song from like my brother. He was like my brother. He's like my brother. A tool that my brother. A stoner. A diamonds and violation made us bond closer. We grew up closer. A brother clip load. My brother clip loader. My brother a sick soldier. That nigga stick it up to you for real. He ain't a lip roller. My brother ain't a border. Bought him a Range Rover. My brother a flamethrower. It's like he playing EDM. That nigga a chain smoker. Niggas want smoke with us. Niggas want smoke with us. I promise it's game over. Get your ass twisted right here. He a cane roller. And then you niggas whine to J Prince like some grave growers. Oh, that's what you niggas whine. Then you niggas whine to J Prince like some. Man, what the fuck? Like, yo, I'm so sorry for profanity. Even the last line in the verse is so hard, you know. You niggas even whine to J Prince like you're some grape growers. Amazing. You know, the bro is a lyricist. He's a lyricist. I like how he's flipping all these words. Like this bar here, like he was saying, it's like he playing EDM. That nigga a chain smoker. Let me just start it. He's like, I bought my brother a Range Rover, my brother a flamethrower. It's like he's playing EDM. That nigga a chain smoker. Nigga wants one smoke. I promise it's game over. Get your ass twisted right here. He's a cane roller. And then you niggas want to J Prince like some grave growers. Here's it, Drake. I don't care what people say that, bro. I was like, Drake is dropping, bro. Like he's dropping like mad bars. Like these are mad bars. I don't care what people think about them. But those are like, and was it a one verse? Oh no, it's two verses. I see the second one. You niggas do your shooting on the web. You niggas do your shooting on the web. You Spider-Man. My brother rubbing it down to you, chewing like Iron Man. My brother make your ace disappear like a slide of a hand. My brother carrying a bundle of extensions like a head stores. It's me, him, and a white team moving like pro. Drake, bro, like he's amazing. But enough about Drake, though. Enough about Drake. And he was not even supposed to be a part of the content today. I need a Max Wiener. You remember that? And I was just giving Drake props for the website, bro. Like if you haven't checked out Drake's website, bro, like that site is amazing. It is amazing. And yeah, for those of you who haven't done that, please go and check Drake's website, bro, just to have a look and see the thought, you know, the collaboration. And I did give an analogy with it. Drake in that website. Drake is like the mall. The website is like a mall, Drake's mall, and people just own compartments in that mall. So there's people. The I need a Max Wiener cap is in there that was trending, and I think there was certain match from different artists in there that Drake is pushing. The artists that he thinks are dope, you know, he had and collaborated with them in that site, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Even the site alone, it's not your traditional website. There was some thought and really creative individuals came together to make that happen, and it's amazing. So yeah, do let me know what you think about the website and these bars from Drizzy Drake. I'm your host with the most, Lesego M, aka Future Shot, and maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy like Cairo. So yeah, man, I think now I can just take that 5 minutes break and maybe come back after the ad break, give you the last minute segment of the show. But I think can we roll it up for 30 minutes long? Yeah, I think we can roll it up for like 30 minutes. But yeah, I'm your host with the most, Lesego M, Daddy Waddy Pod. Let's meet after the break. Cheers. Welcome back to Backroom Convos. I'm your host with the most, Lesego M, Daddy Waddy Pod, aka Shoot Your Shot, and maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy like Cairo. Listen, if you are a fan of Pod, stay tuned because you might like what we are cooking. And please, if you haven't followed, subscribe, please do so to get a notification each and if we drop a new episode. So yeah, I did speak on the first segment. For those of you who just joined us, we have 5 minutes left on the show. So for those of you, I'll just give you a highlight of what we spoke about in the past 15 minutes or past 25 minutes. I'm so sorry. So we spoke about Drake and the verse that he had. We dissected the bars, and on Genius you can go and get those lyrics that I was reading out. If you didn't hear them correctly from me, just go out. So this lyric actually stood out to me, the one from the first verse, the one about J Prince and the Chainsmokers. It's like he's playing EDM, that nigga a Chainsmoker, and y'all niggas want J Prince like some grape growers. So that has been on my mind. So yeah, do let me know what you think about that, if that's the hardest part you've had. So this was released and produced. No, it wasn't produced by Drake, but it was produced by Conductor Williams and Jimmy Q. And I don't know what Noah 40 does nowadays, you know what I mean? Because it's not on some of these songs. Does he do the master because he's not credited? I don't know what the story is, but the song stories about my brother is on For All My Dogs Scary Hours edition, the 25 track album, by Drizzy Drake. So a lot of people who read out these lyrics, it's something like 175.7k people who care about the lyrics of the song. So if you want to play the song, you can do that within the site, genius.com. The song, again, for the last time, is Story About My Brothers by Drake, produced by Conductor Williams and Jimmy Q. So yeah, I wanted to speak about Taylor Swift. So there's apparently a guy who was Taylor Swift's place, and the third time, bro, like a stalker, like what? And I remember there was even a time where I don't know what's with people and like stalkering other people, but TMZ broke the story, and they are not even sure which Taylor Swift was also in the house, So shout out to people like Travis Kelce. I didn't know about Travis Kelce. I only knew about Travis Kelce after he was dating Taylor Swift, and people were like, who's Travis Kelce? And people were like, oh, Travis Kelce is a nice player. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I didn't know about that. So Taylor Swift came into the picture. Then I started hearing the name more and more when I saw even people like Trevor Noah speak about Travis Kelce. I was like, oh, okay. So every time I see Tyler, I always assist him with Travis Kelce, because that's how I know Travis Kelce. So yeah, do let me know what you think about this episode, and if you should release something later on today, you know what I mean? I'm your host at the most, Lesego M, Daddy Waddy Pod, aka Shoot Your Shot, and maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy like Cairo. So the guy who's the stalker, Taylor Swift's the stalker, they took him to a psychiatric examination to see if he's able to stand trial, because it doesn't make sense to people. Loguti, they arrested him first for stalkering the house, and after he's being released 2 hours later, they find him again doing the same thing at Taylor Swift's house. I'm like, yeah, I don't think bro was like right on the mind, you know. So, and they say it's like multiple arrests. It's not like 2, it's like multiple, you know. So like this calls for like serious attention for people. So 2 hours later, and this was like when was it? Yesterday, day before, when they released him and they were saying, you're a free man, you can go home. And 2 hours later, they find him again on the same spot on Tyler's block in New York. You know, so shout out to the police for doing the job. And I wanted to speak about like Michael Jackson and Snoop and how Snoop tried to blow smoke on Michael Jackson's face. I wanted to talk about that a bit. And didn't Snoop say he's done with smoking? But I keep on seeing clips from him with weed, and I'm like, but when that Snoop Dogg, you're done smoking. Snoop Dogg or Snoop Lion, I read. But I'm so sorry for that. I forget myself sometimes. I feel like I talk too much even now. I forget that I'm even in the podcast. So I was saying that he was lying to us, saying what he's done smoking, but clearly he's not, because I've seen videos of him with like a blunt, and I'm like, Snoop. And some of the people like followed him, so say, Snoop is done with smoking, I'm also done. And I wonder how they feel, and they're like, fuck Snoop. And sorry for using that word, to say F Snoop, we quit smoking because we thought he did, you know, because he has influence amongst to other people, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, do let me know what you think about today's episode, man. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? What did you not enjoy? What should we do to improve the show, to, you know, to appease or to please you guys? You know what I mean? So do let me know of that on the comment section. I'm your host with the Monster Suffer M, the Ready Pod, aka Shoot Your Shot. And maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy, like Cairo. So the song of the day is Amalobolo. And the tongue parsley, one of those old rights which make a hell of noise. And I don't know if that will be able to make it remove that sound, because now it's like it's too much. You must buy new tracks, because now what are we doing? Polluting the air and discussing the podcast and, you know, making whatever. But nonetheless, the book of the day is Healing Trauma, a pioneering program for restoring the wisdom of your body. I'll repeat that. Healing Trauma, a pioneering program for restoring the wisdom of your body. Last time, Healing Trauma, a pioneering program for restoration of the wisdom of your body. So this book is a good book from the numbers that not really. So from Google, these are good numbers. So the book was released in 1990 by Peter A. Levine, for those of you who might not know who that is, or who may know who that is. I don't know who Peter Levine is. The book was released in 1999, and people or Google users ranked it 94% out of 100. That's how they think this good was. And people in Goodreads ranked it 4.1, which is a good read, because you're sitting at like 8.9, not 8, 1 point something, you know, or 0.8 or 0.9. Yeah, it's 0.9, you know, to get to a 5. But yeah, so all sounds true. It's 5 out of 5, 1.8 out of 5 from Benny and Nobles. So it is a good book. So to give you, like, do you want me to read something for you before? So let me just read like 2-3 lines. So researchers have shown that survivors of accident, disaster, and childhood trauma offer enduring lifelong symptoms ranging from anxiety, depression, to unexplainable physical pain, fatigue, illness, and harmful acting out of behavior reflecting these painful events. So yeah, it sounds like an interesting book. So do let me know what you think about it in the comment section. I'm your host with the Monster Suffer M, the Ready Pod, aka Shoot Your Shot, and maybe you might get a chance to call me Daddy like Cairo. The song of the day is Amalobolo by Kevin Momo, released with the album that he released last year called Kurula, which means Uktula, which means heart, or which means peace. You know, Uktula, peace, Kurula, which means peace. It was released 2023. The song is 8 minutes 29 seconds long, and it's currently sitting in 2.4 million on Spotify alone. So yeah, join me later on Backroom Convos with Lesego M. So I forgot to mention the artist is Kevin Momo featuring Backroom M, Sticks, and Mia Pell. So yeah, do let me know what you think of the episode, and don't forget to follow, like, and rate the episode to get a notification for each and every time we drop a new episode. Have a lovely day. Cheers.